Hola, 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 ¿qué tal, qué tal, qué tal? Estamos aquí transmitiendo Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, así es de que bueno, vamos a continuar nuestra aventura, ya creo que ya hoy terminamos, y bueno, vamos a continuarle, ¿vale? Estamos en el final. Ujú. Ah.
What a thrill, with darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill, I'm searching and I'm melting to you. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I lie to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. Someday you go through the rain, and someday you'll feed on a tree frog. It's ordeal, the trial to survive for the day we see new light. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I lie to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. I'm still in a dream, snake eater.
Ujú. Bueno, ujú. Snake, Eva.
I see him.
Comida.
This tastes like crap.
A ver. Vamos a ver. No. Vente. Pinche. Vente, tarolas.
Leave this to me. So tired.
No.
Yuck. What did you give me? Hmm.
Snake, the lake is just over that cliff. Eva should be able to climb it if you help her. Keep her close to you.
Estuvo muy bien. Vamos a continuarle. No más, no recordaba esta parte que la Eva estaba ahí. Ay, Diosito, pero pues ni modo. Achis. Ven. Todo a mi izquierda.
No puedes prestarme el control, cara de loco, cara sacando la lengua, cara sonriendo con sudor frío, jajajajajaja, saludos.
Ah, ¿qué onda? No, ya tenía años que no jugaba en Metal Gear. ¿Qué onda, más así? O sea, hijo de tu... Bueno. ¿Dónde está, soldadito de pacotilla? Vámonos.
Ya estás en el final, cara sonriendo con ojos grandes, pulgar hacia arriba.
Qué bueno. Ah, nomás, pinche emboscadota. Más que la Eva está re inmensa. Eso. Vente, bruta. Ay, Diosito. Vente. Ay, mendiga. Comida. No, mango falso. Eva.
I'm gonna puke. Can I have seconds?
Toda a mi izquierda.
Te voy a dar un tip nada más, llámala y dale de comer y sigues avanzando y llamándola así lo hace rápido.
Ok. Ahora sí ya. Ya estoy con el final. Ay, de verdad que ya no me acordaba. Qué vaga tan bruta. Mm. Pero, oh, qué leche. Ahí está. Bien, bruta. Ahí el mapa. Comida.
Yeah, I've lost my appetite.
What's that sound? Who's that? I see him.
Hijo de tu. Mm. Muy bien. Estamos en el destino. Cheva, ¿dónde está? No mames.
Well, not bad at all.
Ya. Antes de que despierten. Eso. Ay, lo bueno que ya vamos a acabar.
Come on, Snake.
La batalla final.
We made it.
We made it.
Over there. It's the boss, isn't it? I'll go get the wig ready to take off.
Right.
I'll leave you two alone. But come back in one piece, okay? Promise me!
Life's end. Isn't it beautiful? It's almost tragic. When life ends, it gives off a final lingering aroma. Light is but a farewell gift from the darkness to those on their way to die. I've been waiting, Snake, for a long time. Waiting for your birth, your growth, and the finality of today.
Boss. Why are you doing this?
Why? To make the world one again. The world used to be whole. But with the end of the Second World War, the philosophers began to fight amongst themselves, and the world was torn apart. The Cobras, my comrades who trained and fought alongside me, were torn apart as well. The foibles of politics and a march of time can turn friends into enemies just as easily as the wind changes. Ridiculous, isn't it? Yesterday's ally becomes today's opposition. And this Cold War? Think back. When I was leading the Cobras, America and Russia were fighting together. Now, consider whether America and Russia will still be enemies in the 21st century.
Ahí está su ricolino light crack.
Gracias, gracias.
Now I doubt it. Enemies change along with the times, the flow of the ages, and we soldiers are forced to play along. I didn't raise you and shape you into the man you are today just so we could face each other in battle. A soldier's skills aren't meant to be used to hurt friends. So then what is an enemy? Is there such a thing as an absolute timeless enemy? There is no such thing, and never has been. And the reason is that our enemies are human beings like us. They can only be our enemies in relative terms. The world must be made whole again. The philosophers must be reunited. I will devote my skills to that purpose. And with the Colonel's money, I will achieve that end. Just as I once created the Cobras. They are my family. I may no longer be able to bear children, but I still have a family. It was November 1st, 1951. I was in the Nevada desert participating in atomic testing. The name Nevada is derived from Spanish, covered in snow, white as snow. And snow is exactly what I saw in that Nevada desert. It froze my blood white. Snake, you were an atomic test subject, weren't you? On Bikini Atoll. That's part of the reason I was drawn to you. You and I are alike. We're both slowly being eaten away by the karma of others. we'll never have the chance to die peacefully of old age. We have no tomorrow. But we can still have hope for the future. In 1960, I saw a vision of the ideal future from space. 3 years earlier, the Soviet Union had succeeded in launching Sputnik, the first man-made satellite in history, into orbit. This came as a huge shock to the United States. In response, America threw everything it had into its own manned spaceflight project, the Mercury program. Even as the Soviets seemed poised to send their first man into space, America was still experimenting with chimpanzees and rockets.
Eso sí es verdad, es verídico.
The government wanted human data. So they secretly decided to send a human being into space. I was the one they chose. At the time, they didn't have the technology to block out cosmic rays, and whoever they sent up would inevitably be exposed to heavy radiation. That's why they chose me. After all, I'd already been irradiated once. Of course, you won't find any of this in the history books. I could see the planet as it appeared from space. That's when it finally hit me. Space exploration is nothing but another game in the power struggle between the US and the USSR. Politics, economics, the arms race, they're all just arenas for meaningless competition. I'm sure you can see that. But the Earth itself has no boundaries. No East, no West, no Cold War. And the irony of it is, the United States and the Soviet Union are spending billions on their space programs and the missile race, only to arrive at the same conclusion. In the 21st century, everyone will be able to see that we are all just inhabitants of a little celestial body called Earth. A world without communism or capitalism, that is the world I wanted to see. But reality continued to betray me. In 1961, I was sent to Cuba, to Bahia de Cochinos. It was part of a CIA-sponsored invasion under the guise of taking Cuban exiles back to their country. But the US government betrayed them. Our weak-kneed president held back their air support. Defenseless, the exiles were annihilated by the Cuban army. All I could do was watch in silence. I was set up by the very country I'd sacrificed so much for, by the very government I dedicated my life to defending. I was driven from the surface world, and I went underground. Then, 2 years ago, I faced the sorrow, my old comrade in battle. He was my friend. But one of us had to die. I was left with no choice. The sorrow gave his life for me. There is no enmity between us. One must live, and one must die. That was the mission. The ones who gave me that mission were the philosophers. Early in the 20th century, the true holders of power in the United States, the Republic of China, and the newly formed Soviet Union gathered together in a secret meeting that would later be known as the Wise Men's Committee. The secret pact they formed there marked the beginning of the philosophers. But the last of the original members died in the 1930s. After that, the organization began to run out of control, and the Wise Men's Committee degenerated into a mere shell of its former self. The philosophers of today have no sense of good or evil. Their influence extends to countries and organizations involved in every aspect of every war. They have become war itself. That's how they operate. The sacrifices of war cause a shift in the times. This shift leads to renewed conflict, and in turn triggers the next war. Like a nuclear chain
No está
reaction,
tan
each
apegado a
one
nuestra realidad
explodes
lo que
countless
estamos viviendo
atoms,
ahorita
forming an
con
endless
ciertas
cycle
naciones
that
que
will
se están
continue on
destrozando.
for eternity. Do you understand what I'm saying, Snake? By consuming me and you, the philosophers intend to keep that cycle going forever. It was my father who explained all of this to me.
O sea, el padre
He
de
was
Buzz
one of
fue,
them.
sí, era uno de ellos.
You see, I am the last remaining child of the philosophers. But after he revealed the truth, my father was killed by that same shapeless, formless organization. And my father isn't the only thing the philosophers have taken from me. In June of 1944, the Cobras and I took part in the landing at Normandy. We'd been given a top-secret mission to locate and destroy enemy V-2 rocket installations. I was
Después de
pregnant
este
at the
juego,
time.
voy a poner una votación
The
igual para ver
soldier was
cuál.
the father. I gave birth on the field of battle. A beautiful baby boy. But my child was snatched away from me by the philosophers.
Para cuál
Look
va.
at this scar. This is proof that I was once a mother. I gave up my body and my child for my country. There is nothing left inside me now. Nothing at all. No hatred, not even regret. And yet sometimes at night,
Bueno, hay
I
una
can
teoría que
still feel
realmente
a pain
Snake sí es
creeping
el
up
hijo de The
inside
Boss.
me,
Literalmente, o sea, su hijo
slithering
biológico.
through my body like a snake. I've never talked this much about myself before. Thanks. Thanks for listening to me. I feel content. Snake, commence the operation. I raised you. I loved you. I've given you weapons, taught you techniques, endowed you with knowledge. There is nothing more for me to give you. All that's left for you to take is my life, by your own hand. One must die, and one must live. No victory, no defeat. The survivor will carry on the fight. It is our destiny. The one who survives will inherit the title of boss. And the one who inherits the title of boss will face an existence of endless battle. I'll give you 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, MiGs will come and bomb the hell out of this place.
Los mix para
If you
bombardear
can
la
beat me in less than
estrella.
10 minutes, you'll be able to escape in time. Let's make this the greatest 10 minutes of our lives, Jack.
Boss.
You're a soldier. Finish your mission. Prove your loyalty. Face me. Let's see what you're made of. Get ready. Time to play rough. Pathetic. Heads up, Snake. Is that all?
¿Dónde está?
Where did you go? There he is.
¿Dónde está The Boss? No la veo. No manches, estoy bien pinche ciego ya. Ya la vi.
There you are. Excellent, Jack. Is that pathetic? Move or you're dead. Nice. Nice. He's gone. You're better than I remember. Is that all? All these nothing to show for it. You better run.
Ah, no mames. Ah, hijo de tu chistosísima Mauser.
Run quick. Get ready. You're not the man I thought. Pathetic. You'd better run.
Muy bien, muy bien, muy bien, muy bien.
Here I come. You'd better run.
Ujú. Ujú. Comida. Ah, no seas cabrones, ¿en serio? ¿Me partió mi madre?
Let's see what you're made of. Time to play rough. Move or you're dead. Run crazy.
Que la chingada ya me partió mi madre.
Let's see what you're made of. You better run. You're not the man I thought. All these years and still nothing.
Eso.
Let's see what you're made of. Time to play rough. You better run. Time to play rough.
Ah, no seas mamón. ¿Es en serio?
Brace yourself. Heads up, Snake. You've gotten stronger.
Casi me...
Excellent. I found it. Found you. Get ready.
Casi me chinga. Ay, no mames, yo no me acuerdo cómo era vencer a The Boss. Ya estoy bien pinche oxidado. El legado de los filósofos.
Take this. Keep it safe. It's our only hope.
A patriot? Why are you giving me this?
Jack. Or should I say, Snake? You're a wonderful man. Kill me. Kill me now. Do it. There's only room for one boss and one snake.
Se tiñó de su sangre. Y al final sí se tornó roja su sangre. Su caballo. Ya está con toda la unidad Cobra. Y con Zorro. Supuestamente él hereda esas cicatrices, pero no me acuerdo si es en Peace Walker o ya en o en el Phantom Pain o en el 4 y al final, donde sí igual tiene la misma cicatriz. Algo así recuerdo.
Ready to go, Snake?
Mm.
Are you okay? Snake?
Yeah.
Qué chistoso, aquí fue donde todo realmente comenzó. ¿Ese es el origen de Metal Gear?
I told you you could trust me.
Ay, el pinche Ocelot.
Snake! Ocelot! We're not done yet!
Hijo de su chingaderísima. Clásico de un cobarde.
Too heavy!
Snake, try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Oh, no mames.
I picked up a few new moves. Huh. It doesn't feel right to shoot an unarmed man. But I'll get over it. Eva!
Oh.
What do you say to one last showdown?
Yeah, all right.
Muy bien. Hijo de su chingada madre. Creo que es la que está.
What's your name?
Snake.
Nieto verdadero.
Not that name. You're not a snake, and I'm not an ocelot. We're men with names. My name is Adamska. What's yours?
John.
Very well, John. Plain name. But I won't forget it. Come on!
Chinga su madre, voy a la izquierda.
Looks like my luck has finally changed. Till we meet again, John.
En sí se llama Jack, ¿no? Si no me equivoco, pero bueno.
Give me a hand! Whoa! Come on, pull up!
Va a ser bonito volver a escuchar a David Hayter. David Hayter o David Hayter.
Sure did.
En el remake. Espero primeramente octubre, noviembre ya tenerlo.
Oh no, Migs! There's no way out! What are we gonna do?
We've come too far to let them stop us now. Those things have got to be armed.
It's no use. There's no way we can outmaneuver them. They're gonna shoot us down. We were so close.
Weapon systems on.
Locked on target. I got towed.
You were great, Eva.
Huh?
Thanks.
Bulk 19, this is Control. Stand by for a direct order from the chairman. Bulk 19, return to base immediately. Do you read me? This is a direct order from Comrade Khrushchev. Return to base immediately. Bulk 19, do you copy? Understood. Aborting mission. RTB.
Look! The Migs are turning back! Woo!
Well done, Snake.
The MiG's disengaged.
Most likely under orders from Khrushchev.
Is this his way of helping us?
Who knows? Maybe he didn't want things to get messier than they already are. Or maybe he just wanted us to owe him one. The important thing is, you made it out alive. As long as Khrushchev is with us, I don't think they'll be coming after you. It should be smooth sailing all the way to Alaska. I'm sending someone out to Galena Base to meet you.
To meet me?
The DCI and the President himself are waiting at Langley. Don't keep them waiting.
Bueno. Esta es la referencia al primer Metal Gear porque Solid Snake estaba en Alaska cuando recibió
What are you going to do now?
su misión. Él era entrenador de carreras para perros
To America.
siberianos. Bueno, huskies.
I've left America behind me.
But you saved this country.
I didn't do it alone.
And I still owe you a dinner.
Is that part of your mission too? Or is it an order? Or is it an invitation? Or a proposal? I don't take orders from anyone now.
Folladas a domicilio.
Open your heart and smile for me.
Qué buen antojo. Chale. Ahí está la cicatriz.
Scholars tell us that the first
Sí,
bite
bueno,
mystery
yo
was
creo
the
que tienes.
snake in the book of Genesis. In that story, it was Eve who was tempted by the snake in the Garden of Eden. But this time around, it was I who tempted the snake and got away with the forbidden fruit of knowledge. Forgive me, snake.
Adiós. Una nota de audio. ¿Quién diría que si eran las notas de audio antes?
Good morning, Snake. I hope you slept well. First of all, I have to apologize. I wasn't sent by Khrushchev. I'm not a KGB spy, and I never worked for the NSA. I'm an agent of the People's Republic of China for the General HQ's Second Department of the People's Liberation Army. It was all a lie. I tricked you. And I'm sorry. The philosophers still exist in China, too. You see, my mission was to find out where Volgan was hiding the philosopher's legacy and steal it. So I infiltrated his base as a KGB spy. The two NSA codebreakers who defected in 1960 were actually both men. The real Adam never showed up at the meeting place, saving me the trouble of having to eliminate him. I sneaked in by pretending I was Eva. And you and Sokolov and Volgan, you all believed me. The philosopher's legacy was originally held in common between the US, Soviet Union, and China. We couldn't let the Russians and the Americans take it all for themselves. The Chinese government had its eye on the legacy, too. I got the film containing the legacy, and also the nuclear missile launch data from the Shagohod. 5 years ago, the Soviet Union stopped supplying us with nuclear weapons technology. Since then, China's Liandon easing, hydrogen bomb, and space rocket projects have fallen behind. But with this data, our country will be able to develop its own nukes. We'll create a deterrent force to rival those of the US and Soviet Union. Everything has gone according to plan, thanks to your help. I too am one of the philosophers. I'm an agent of the philosophers, a graduate of one of their charm schools. I was raised in a joint US-Soviet-Chinese facility to become a sleeper agent. This was before the war. Back then, they were collecting children from all over the world. As a result, I'm indistinguishable from a native-born American. So it didn't surprise me when you and Volgan couldn't tell the difference. But she knew right from the beginning. She knew because before the war, she was at one of the philosopher's schools too, as an instructor. The boss was the only one I couldn't fool. She was the only one who knew I was a fake. She told me everything. Why did she open her heart to me like that? At the time, I couldn't understand it. But now, I think I do. Snake. She wanted you to know the truth. She chose me to tell you. That's why she saved my life. I've lied to you so many times, but not this time. My orders from the government were to obtain the legacy and to eliminate everyone who knew the truth about what happened. In other words, I'm supposed to kill you.
No.
I can't do it. Not because we loved each other. And not because you saved my life. But because I made a promise to the boss. And I intend to keep it. I just wanted you to know. And you have to live. Snake, listen to me. She didn't betray the United States. No. Far from it. She was a hero who died for her country. She carried out her mission knowing full well what was going to happen. Self-sacrifice. Because that was her duty.
En pocas palabras, Snake fue el más utilizado.
You are above even the boss. I hereby award you the title of Big Boss. You are a true patriot.
in the Army. Someone like him to handle our top secret sneaking missions for us. A man who combines the qualities of a soldier and an agent.
The boss's defection was a ruse set up by the U.S. government. It was all a big drama staged by Washington so they could get their hands on the philosopher's legacy. And the boss was the star of the show. They planned it so that they could get the legacy that Colonel Volgin inherited and destroy the Shagohead at the same time. Only a legendary hero like the boss could have earned Volgin's trust. Finding out where the philosopher's legacy was hidden was to be her greatest mission. Everything was going according to plan. But then something happened that no one could have predicted. Colonel Volgin fired an American-made nuclear warhead at Sokolov's research facility. Khrushchev demanded that the U.S. government provide proof that it wasn't involved. They couldn't just abort the operation to steal the legacy. So the operation itself was greatly expanded and revised. The authorities in Washington knew that in order to prove its innocence, they'd have to get rid of the boss. And that one of their own would have to do the job. The public couldn't be allowed to find out about it. Not ever. This, they concluded, would be the best way to keep the whole thing under wraps. The boss wouldn't be allowed to come back home alive, and she wouldn't be allowed to kill herself. Her life would be ended by her most beloved disciple. That was the way the government wanted it. That was the mission she was given, and she had no choice but to carry it out. Her death at your hands was a duty she had to fulfill. Out of duty, she turned her back on her own comrades. A lesser woman would have been crushed by such a burden. The taint of disgrace will follow her to her grave. Future generations will revile her. In America as a despicable traitor with no sense of honor. And in Russia as a monster who unleashed a nuclear catastrophe. She will go down in official history as a war criminal. And no one will ever understand her. That was her final mission. And like a true soldier, she saw it through to the end. But I think she wanted you, of all people, to know the truth. She wanted to live on in your memory. Not as a soldier, but as a woman. But she was forbidden to tell you herself. And that's why she told me. Snake. History will never know what she did. No one will ever learn the truth. Her story, her debriefing, will endure only in your heart. Everything she did for her country. She sacrificed her life and her honor for her native land. She was a real hero. She was a true patriot.
So, es, los hijos del Beatball. Espérense, esa canción Way to Fall, ¿por qué has caído?
Son, you've got a way to fall. They'll tell you where to go, but they won't know. So you'd better take it all. They'll tell you what they know, but they won't show. Oh, I've got something in got a way to kill. They're picking on you still, but they don't know. Son, you'd better wait to shine. They'll tell you what is yours, but they take mine. Oh, I've got something in my throat. I need to be alone while I suffer. Oh, there's a hole inside my bones. I need to stay afloat for the summer, Lord. I've got something in my throat. I need to be alone while I suffer. There's a hole inside my bones. I need to stay afloat for the summer sun. You better wait to fall. They'll tell you where to go, but they won't know.
Lo que es la canción de Wait Fall está muy fuerte. Blue Point Games, como siempre, haciendo cosas bien bonitas.
Yes, Groznygrad and the Granin Research Facility have both been wiped out without a trace. I understand, sir, but they were necessary sacrifices. Yes, the CIA has taken care of the boss themselves. I believe the White House will be satisfied. Khrushchev is finished. Your time has finally arrived. Yes, the American president is relying on us to keep a lid on the whole affair. We've got him by the balls. It should make a valuable trump card in future negotiations. Yes, Chief Director, of course. I'll keep the KGB informed. Yes, it's me. The boss has accomplished her mission. The philosopher's legacy is now safely with us, in America's hands. With this money, yes, the philosophers can finally be revived.
Ahora como los patriotas.
The film we handed the Chinese was a fake. Peking must be in an uproar right about now. I'm afraid so. Only half the money has made it back to the United States. The KGB must still have part of the legacy. Yes, the weapon has been reduced to ashes. That's right. Groznygrad has been obliterated by the Davy Crockett we brought in as well. Yes, that was the boss's work too. Speaking of which, I've obtained something from Granin that you might find interesting. It's a revolutionary new nuclear attack system. Perhaps it might just come in handy someday. Yes, we have Snake to thank for that. Khrushchev believed it as well. Yes, they bought our story. I don't think they'll be making a fuss. The secondary alert has been lifted as well. And the Soviets still haven't discovered my true identity. They have no idea that I've been triple-crossing them. I will continue my activities as a contact for the new government. Yes, it appears that no one knew that I was Adam. Of course, I am always at the CIA's disposal, Mr. Director.
Pincho hijo de su iguana. Guardados 14. Continuaciones 4. Modos alerta 51. Humanos. Ay, güey, maté a 6 personas. Heridos gravemente. 77. Heridos. Así no sabe. Nuevo objeto concedido. La Patriota. Smoking, referencia al 007.
¿Qué haces?
Hola. Terminando mal ayer. Qué bonito es este juego, de verdad. Ahora falta que, bueno, hagan el port del 4, del 5 y de Peace Walker. Ojalá.
¿Por qué no juegas Death Stranding de Video Kojima?
El Death Stranding sí, sí lo tengo, pero Norman Reedus aburre a veces, la verdad. Bueno, pues ya terminamos Metal Gear. Al rato voy a poner en mi canal otra encuesta a ver cuál es el siguiente. Mis nominados son Uncharted, la saga Uncharted, obviamente. Nos lamentaríamos. De ahí seguiría mm, el Onimusha otra vez, lo voy a poner como nominado otra vez. Y
Elden Ring.
no, ese después. Ese lo juego yo solo, fuera de cámara, fuera de transmisiones. Ese se disfruta por mi propio bien y por mi salud mental. Mm, eh, Ninja Gaiden Sigma. No, no, no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Grand Theft Auto Vice City, pero no la edición definitiva, sino la edición clásica del PlayStation 2. ¿Vale? Voy a poner esas tres opciones, ¿vale?
Entonces,
Bueno,
¿cuál a jugar?
pues voy a elegir a mis tres nominados. ¿Cuál de los tres? Los tenemos a votación. La votación durará en 24 horas. ¿Vale? Es lo más sano, lo más favorable y bueno, es lo que voy a hacer, ¿vale? Hemos terminado Metal Gear, un gran juegazo. Y de
Entonces,
verdad,
¿cuál?
pues ahora sí, al que gane la votación de los tres nominados que ya puse. Ya sea la trilogía Uncharted, el Onimusha y el último que dije, que es Grand Theft Auto Vice City clásico. ¿Vale?
MC Bill Whiting.
No lo tengo. No lo tengo. Pero les tengo una sorpresa. Primeramente, Dios, yo creo que para el fin de semana espero comprar también Resident Evil Village. Ahorita está en $10, primeramente. Voy a tratar de conseguir de comprarlo. Tengo la mitad del dinero, como quien dice, y comprar ahorita el fin de semana, primeramente Dios, si Dios nos da licencia. Comprar Resident Evil, la villita.
Uy, papá, mejor transmite ese.
Pero te digo, fin de semana voy a contar la última parte del juego para comprarlo por completo y adelante con quesos la villita. Voy a aparecer. Yo creo que para ese voy a hacer algo muy especial. Me voy a poner, yo creo que en la primera transmisión, digamos, voy a poner la cámara y bueno, voy a hacer mi cosplay de Chris Redfield. ¿Por qué no? No estaría mal, aunque haga un calor de la patada, pero voy a hacer mi cosplay de Chris Redfield, de Chris golpeador de piedras Redfield. Bueno, ya lo hice una vez, ya hace mucho tiempo hice un cosplay de Chris Redfield edición Resident Evil Village. Y salí en una página de Resident Evil, si no me equivoco. Creo que
Estaría
era,
genial.
creo que era la taquería de Wesker. Sí, sí, creo que sí.
Y el Rey
¿Dónde?
4 Remake.
El Resident Evil 4, ya me lo aventé, pero sí, lo voy a tratar de recomprar digital pero primero ahorita me voy a aventar el Village. Pero primero vamos a ver cuál de los tres gana la votación en mi canal de YouTube. Así es de que vamos a chingarle, ¿vale? Y bueno, muchas gracias también a Ángel Rodríguez, a Massing, que vino hace ratito a comentar, a Nación YouTube, que también vino aquí hace unos
Arre.
días, y aquí también a mi amigo Alan, de verdad, gracias por haberme acompañado durante estas transmisiones. Han sido también, bueno, en lo personal, días algo fuertes. Pero bueno, va a estar bonito. Yo creo que también voy a hacer un canal extra debido a contenido. Yo creo que ahorita últimamente, ¿qué crees que aquí tanto amigos de aquí de la colonia me están tratando de convencer que me convierta en un creador de contenido de lucha libre, no nacional, sino también internacional, o sea, entrarle a todo, porque bueno, es mi fuerte favorito, mi deporte favorito y bueno, pues yo creo que sí voy a ser un creador de contenido de lucha libre también. Y quedé maravillado el sábado pasado de WWE Wars Collide. Qué ventazo, excluyendo el bodrio que hicieron con el himno nacional mexicano alterando la letra. No
Si
pasó.
bro la VDD si tienes potencial para crear contenido yo sí creo que la romperías.
Yo creo que sí, me están convenciendo mucho.
Tienes fluidez para hablar.
No te creas, pues todavía me falta mucho micro, como dicen en el gremio luchístico, me falta mucho nivel de promocional pero bueno, pues poco a poco se va desarrollando naturalmente. Tampoco, bueno, ya si dado caso que quisiera, ok, quiero ganar sí, pues, mis seguidores, toda la cosa, pero no es mi intención rivalizar con los grandes jerarcas de creadores de contenido de YouTube, que es el tío Joker, Warge, Fallback, Diego Aranís, Bofo Wrestling. No, no, no. Con todo respeto y nunca voy a hacer con esa intención. Yo también voy a dar mi punto de vista. Yo admiro mucho a Warge, Fallback también lo admiro mucho. No sigo los demás tan seguido, pero sí veo sus contenidos, me agradan, me emocionan eso. Y bueno, mañana no habrá transmisión, hasta el
¿Qué
miércoles,
opinas
por
de
eso.
la Nintendo Switch 2?
La verdad, Alan, esa cosa te lo voy a poner así en promocional, así como decían en el lucha libre, como, bueno, más bien te lo voy a decir más rápido. Esa cosa nació como el campeonato universal de la WWE. Nació sin signos vitales, en pocas palabras. O sea, carnal, no hicieron el port para Resident Evil Requiem, no hicieron port para Switch 2 lo que va a ser el juego de Onimusha, que Onimusha es una gran saga. Uf, exquisita, hermosura saga, de verdad. Eh, Estaba
¿Qué
viendo
opinas de
que
los juegos de la Nintendo Switch 2 que cuestan 90 DLLS?
Mira, yo creo que aquí yo no pagaría $90 por un juego con gráficas de Play 4, la verdad. Elevadas nada más con 60 FPS, porque son 1080 60 FPS, vamos a ser honestos. No, no los vale, o sea, a mi ver no los vale. O sea, con todo respeto, pero no.
Exacto.
No los vale, no los vale. O sea, Nintendo aplicó lo que hizo Xbox en el 2014, pero como aquí es Nintendo la populachera, la consentida, la que todos adoran, pues se les hizo fácil. Ay, es que nuestros jugadores sí nos van a consumir porque les vamos a vender cochinadas, para no decir otra cosa más fea. Y ve, o sea, ya es un bodrio, ya creo que ya la liberaron, ya la hackearon. eh, Esa cosa ya se crecía muy feo. O sea, no está optimizada, la hicieron a lo bestia, de verdad, la hicieron a lo bestia. Yo lo veo así, lo hicieron a lo bruto y, y no, de verdad, yo creo que esa cosa no tiene perdón de Dios, no tiene el perdón de Dios, de verdad. A mí se me hace que es una pulga total, una mugre esa
Cuesta más
consola.
que una PS5.
O sea, Alan, si no te diste cuenta, creo que ni la PlayStation 5 en sus inicios llegó a costar tan cara, o sea, no, no, con todo respeto, pero no, no. De verdad, para mí, no, o sea, es como comprar no sé, un bucle eterno o algo así, o sea, no le veo chiste a esta PlayStation 5. Al menos de que si hacen un Pokémon a la altura de lo que ya están demandando los fanáticos, pero no creo que se vayan a aventar a un Pokémon así, pero no, yo creo que la consola pero me des la razón, Alan. Eh, la consola no va a soportar el juego que está haciendo From Software
Es
exclusivo
igual
para
que la
Nintendo.
Nintendo Switch 2 pero con mejores gráficos. Que la
Ujú.
1.
Yo creo que te digo, el juego del género Souls que va a ser From Software, que bueno, es indirectamente Bloodborne 2, vamos a ser honestos, pero con otro nombre para Nintendo, pero la verdad no creo que lo va a soportar. Si el Play 4, canijo, no soportaba tanto poder de Bloodborne. A veces habían veces que hasta la consola se crashaba, o a veces pues no procesaba todo bien. ¿Por qué? Porque pues sí estaba muy potente el juego y unas escenografías y una fluidez tan devastadora del juego que yo creo que la Switch, esa cochinada se va a romper rápido cuando salga ese juego a la venta. Yo lo veo así. Yo es como siempre lo he dicho, yo siempre he sido fiel a PlayStation y bueno, ahorita PlayStation, bien o mal, ya tiene, pues ahora sí, bajo como su perrita a Phil Spencer y le está soltando sus exclusivos de, de Xbox y ya no tarda en llegar Halo a PlayStation, pero la verdad
Sí, está bien cara.
yo prefiero un poquito más Gears of War que Halo, la verdad. Yo creo que ahorita vamos a presenciar bajita en la mano, ¿cómo te la voy a poner así de fácil? Mm, que PlayStation va a dominar ya el mercado a su máximo nivel junto con, bueno, el publisher que ahora ya se volvió Xbox, porque Xbox ya no se volvió una competencia directa de PlayStation, ya se volvió un publisher, se volvió Sega Verde. Ok, sí sacan sus consolas y están bonitas y todo, me gustó el Xbox el portátil, sí, pero si Sony llega a sacar una PS Vita 2 o un PSP 2 más potente
Exacto.
que el Xbox portátil, la verdad, Sony es Sony y es el papá de los pollitos y va a humillar a la Switch también, pero bueno, PlayStation va a dominar otra vez el mercado nuevo. Es como cuando, digamos, el grupo TKO, o bueno, antes lo que era Grupo Endeavor, eh, tenía la UFC y que hizo, pues compró a la WWE y hicieron grupo ahora sí TKO, o sea, es como parecido, pero no es igual, obviamente, porque aquí estamos hablando de empresas de videojuegos y acá estamos empresas de promotoras de combates, de lucha libre, artes marciales, pero, o sea, las unificaciones son muy parecidas. Te van a vender un gran producto, pero bajo un mega monstruo. Y yo creo que el que va a tomar las riendas del mega monstruo, digamos la cabeza principal del monstruo, es Sony con su sistema de. Pues de que
Dicen
hay
que la
mucho.
Nintendo Switch 2 se ve mejor que PS5.
No, la verdad no, Alan. Para mí no se ve, se está crashando muy feo. La verdad no. ¿No has visto los videos cómo se crashea esa cosa? Pero bueno, es que son los Nintendo Livers, si se puede decir, pero
No pasa link.
busca en cualquier contenido, en cualquier red social, las fallas digo, de la Nintendo Switch 2, o sea, está horrible. No, no, no. Incluso ya están emulando los juegos en el celular. O sea, creo que es un Xiaomi, o sí es un Xiaomi el que ya empezó a emular juegos así. Digo, caray, o sea, no. Así como dice el meme, ¿no? Dice, espérate, no llevo ni 2 segundos, con todo respeto. Haz a tu madre, ojete. Y bueno, pues, ¿qué se le va a hacer? Bueno, entonces voy a poner la votación para el siguiente juego que voy a transmitir. y voy a cortar transmisión, ¿vale? Ahorita también voy a llegar a los 100 platinos. Ya al fin voy a llegar a los 100 trofeos platinos, bendito Dios.
Ok.
Y bueno, para el que quiera comentar, 24 horas, así es de que, la verdad de los tres que voy a poner denominados, me gustaría que ganara más Onimusha. ¿Por qué? Porque, bueno, no sé si vieron, los muchos que vieron el thriller del nuevo Onimusha, yo que soy gran fan de Onimusha, es una saga muy enriquecida, muy bonita, y más Onimusha 3, que es donde sale Jan Reno, el de Godzilla, el de la película de Godzilla, y hay varias películas más, pero ya está Onimusha 1 en el Play 4. Hace un par de semanas soltaron Onimusha 2. El Onimusha 2 está bueno, sí, pero no me satisface muy bien. Espero más Onimusha 3. Y ahorita el nuevo que va a salir, que vi ese thriller del nuevo Onimusha, el camino de la espada, si no me equivoco es la traducción así en español. No le pide nada a Sekiro. O sea, Sekiro, yo sé que es Sekiro, pero su padre, el papá de los juegos de Samurai Shinobis, ha llegado y ha regresado con la tula de fuera, y se los va a pasear a todos, con todo respeto, de verdad. Pero bueno, vas a retirarme. Ahorita voy a poner la publicación y llegar a los 100 platinos, ¿vale? Cuídense mucho, nos vemos hasta el miércoles para amanecer jueves, ¿vale? Adiós. Bye bye.